Well, certainly not the best of times for Nigeria and Nigerians. This also didn't just start today. It's like a harvest and a very dark one. The numbers rise and the blame game continues just as the blood flows ceaselessly. Jos boils, Taraba boils, Benue isn't left out, Cross River State and even Ebonyi State are all enmeshed in this, having a piece of burnt pie. These have left us a very sour taste in the mouth. It's Political Stew. I'm your chef, Sulaiman Aleda. Welcome. A whole lot has been happening in our polity. And if you go back to 2001, where we have about 1,000 people killed, and it didn't just stop. Thereafter, we saw 2004, where about 1,500 people were also killed. 2010 wasn't any different. 806 people were killed. 2011, 200 people were killed. And of course, in 2012, exactly on the 9th of July, then Senator Gwang Dantong and Majority Leader of the State House of Assembly, Gyang Fulani, and 50 others were killed while attending burial of about 80 victims killed earlier. Same 2012, about 50 people were burned inside the residence of a local pastor where they had taken refuge following attacks by gunmen on 14 villages. On November 12, 2014, 14 people were killed by unknown gunmen in Riyom local government area. And also on November 25, 2013, no fewer than 40 people were killed in Barkinladi. On May 20, 2014, bombs exploded in Jos, killing at least 118 people and injuring more than 56 others. You can keep the count going on, but again, if you also look at what is happening, you also match this with what is happening in Taraba State, in Ebonyi State, in Benue State, and of course in Cross River State. All of this will be what we'll be looking at today. But you can watch us live on the go at tvcnews.tv/live-streaming. We're also live on YouTube, TVC News Nigeria Live, and youtube.com/political stew. You can also watch us live on Facebook. And these are some of the things we really will be having on the show today. But again, as we look at these, killings across the state, don't forget that while we're still talking about the elections that we'll be having in the country for the year 2018, two key elections for the state of Ekiti and Osun State will be happening. And thereafter, when we move on to 2019, we'll be having the big moment for the big election. We'll be having the rundown leading up to the Ekiti elections here on our political, kitchen. But again, the publication of notice of poll is the big one waiting to happen by the weekend, and that's specifically by 30th of June this year. We'll be looking that politicians will have all of that. Thereafter, same date, we'll also see the submission of names of party agents for the election to the resident electoral commissioner in Ekiti State. The news is still really awash with what the candidates are doing, but the last day for the campaigns as they move on will be 12th of July same year, and that's about 48 hours before the big moment, which is 14th of July this year. But again, as we did say, the studios will be open, the political kitchen will be open, and all our analysts and in-house anchors will be here to bring you live updates on the go, because they'll all be there to bring you happenings on this particular election. Quite a number of things happening. We'll be looking at what exactly is happening in Taraba State, what went down, what exactly the people are doing to see that these can actually be a thing of the past. But again, some cry for justice in Jos, the capital of Plateau State, where a whole lot has been happening. And that's the trending story. It's not too good a thing for the country to go through all of this. And sometimes the blame and the, counter allegations and allegations there are. We'll look at all of that when we come back on the show. If you just joined us, you're welcome. It's Political Stew here on TVC. I'm Sulaiman Alede, and today, as we did say, is a moment of sorrow for many. And of course, that's why we're trying to see what we can actually do to bring that all out and see how we can get them running. But again, when you hear such sounds, well, I think the Nigerian match is ongoing. Perhaps that's why we're having all of that. But it's a moment to really remember. We'll look out on what exactly is happening. Very quickly, we'll go over to Jos, the capital of Plateau State, where we'll be speaking with Muhammad Nur Abdullah. He's a chairman, Miyeti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Plateau State. Alhaji Abdullah, good to have you join us on the program today. Quite frankly, we understand this is not a good time for many in Plateau State, and your association has also been mentioned in this whole imbroglio. Tell us what exactly is happening.
Good evening, sir. What is the Plateau State situations now are becoming so calm. There's not much problems as for today. But that of yesterday, the areas, there are some little pockets of problem from here and there. But in the first instance, I will use this opportunity to condemn this in strong terms, what our association described as barbaric and a tit-for-tat madness. Which we discourage this one. We describe it as deplorable situation in the Plateau State. Secondly, we want to appreciate security agencies, Plateau State government and the federal government that yesterday we host the vice president and today we host the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, all in commiserating with people of Plateau State. So these killings in Plateau State are things that we should have brought them to an end. But this time around, the security situation in the state is becoming very bad and bad and bad. We have, in the presence of the president today, I give an account of from August 15 to date, we lost over 25,000 heads of cows. And we lost a lot of people, numbering more than about 200 people we lost in attacks from one end to another. Some are secret killings, some are killings, attacks, massive killings, and so on and so forth. And these cows we lost are by banditries. Some of the cows were roasted, some of the cows were macheted or shot and killed there and then. So we condemn all these things in totality.
You know, before we get to the aspect of condemnation, perhaps take us through what exactly is happening. First, before that, did you issue a statement owning up to the reprisal we saw in Jos, Plateau State? Because there is a news making the rounds that Miyeti Allah did say that they carried out a reprisal on the people of the Plateau.
These are false informations going round the clock. What exactly happened in Plateau State this time? As from Monday last week, we have been experiencing some attacks, killings here and there on daily basis. For instance, on Monday, we recovered a corpse in Bagingi in Bassa local government. On Tuesday, we recovered two corpses, one in Dong Sama and then the other one in Katume, all in Bassa local government. On Wednesday, we recovered two boys that were killed while rearing their cows, and their cows roasted into fun from Mangu local government area. And on Thursday, some 5 young men going back to their families in the evening we are attacked at Haipang, in the central village of Haipang, and massacred deer and men. On Friday, we recovered another 3 killings of 3 young men in Basa local government, a village called Cameroon Chawe. So this killings has been repeating itself. On that fateful Saturday, that this thing is about erupting, we have a very, very village information that hoodlums will barricade roads, federal highways, which they did. About 9 illegal roadblocks were mounted on the federal highways leading to from Haipang to Barikiladi, from Barikiladi to Mangu, from Mangu to Panyam, from Panyam, from Mangung Hale to Fanlo, from Fanlo to Bisiti. All these roads we are blocked by hoodlums who conduct a stop and search of herdsmen that they killed. And they are saying it there boldly that any Fulani man they come across, they will kill him today. I've been holding sophisticated firearms, daggers, machetes, and so on and so forth, which after about 1 o'clock, when they testify that they will not get any Fulani, every Fulani is on alert that they are ready to kill him. They went on rampaging into the hinterland, attacking Fulani residences, villages, certain villages are ablaze, killing people, killing cows, and so on and so forth, which resulted to this killing. As a result of what I'm telling you now, most of our corpses, we are not able to go to where they are and pick them because of the fear we have that maybe when we go there, they may attack us and kill us again. So we are scared to go there. So most of our corpses, I believe, some of our corpses have been used to show the world that they have been killed while they are our corpses. We are not opportune to pick our corpses and bury them in accordance to Islamic rites. And these killings continue up till yesterday, when in Kwi village, they attacked some Riaras, 4 of them, lynched them, and their 2 heads of cows were roasted. And up till now, this moment, these cows, we don't know their whereabouts.